Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Wait, that's wide, 80!
Right there, 56. Hey, let's get that.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. Hey, Charlie!
From the 25 on second down, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Hey, here we go, I got you. Receiver. Let's go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Fournette running right. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
180.
Check. Watch 54. Stay with
Purple 64. Watch the shooter.
Now Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line. Go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Jumper.
Now Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Great.
It's a gain of 4. Right here.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
56, right there, 56.
Hey, high 7.
That's got to be a
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady deferring to right on the draw. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they will run it with Michelle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Dwayne Washington, his first carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post, that's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 22, Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
First down, here's White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Yeah, go, let's go. Here we go.
Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Tiger.
Fournette, a first down carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with Fournette, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check 52.
Yes.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Here's Fournette, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. One through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check it, reload. Hey, Alpha.
Mark 56. Here we go, D. Get up.
Hold 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll set up a throw. Caught here by Conley. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive or a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
He's got it at the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady will try again on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Uses the spin, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Check 13. Check 13. Spawn. Alpha. Go. 56.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Hey, Delta.
56. Mike's 56.
Throwing on first down is Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, 42 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Watch the safety green.
Sound good.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wait, Eddie.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Single.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, dude.
56 is the mic. Switch up. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Alert. So we got man.
When he hit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there in the middle. 50 small.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's get it.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check. Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, alert 3.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Single.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, White. Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes or their athletic ability.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ball 66.
Check my 47.
Hey, exit. Hey, ball 66.
To throw again, Brady. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66.
Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the run, it's Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check it, reload.
55, Mike 55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Regular. Hey, Charlie.
55 to Mike.
Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.